Welcome to World History Notes, where I read from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers world history. A Bible believer looks at world history, and you can find it on lulu.com, amazon.com, or at the Bible Baptist bookstore. You can also subscribe to my channel, just follow me here. And we're going to talk today a little bit about pietism. And just some very brief comments. We're going to move on to the Baptist Church, Presbyterianism, things like that. And then finish up and then with a quiz and go over things you should know about the last few sessions that we talked about. This is about world history, and you may not agree with conclusions I come to. You might even be offended by them, but you should at least be conversant in world history and have your own interpretations, your own conclusions. And some of the things that I think are significant from a religious perspective, you may not see as important at all. So that's fine. But I just want you to be conversant in world history and develop a love for it like I have. So just this survey, we're going to skip on the surface here, just make a few comments. Now, Pietism. This was a spiritual reaction against the dead orthodoxy of the state church, Lutheran, in Germany. The Pietist movement with the Moravians developed into a worldwide missionary movement. An Austrian, Baron Justinian von Welz, born in 1621, called for the organization of a missionary society and it pointed out the missionary obligations of his church. Failing in his attempts to arouse the spiritually dead Lutherans of his day, he volunteered himself for the mission field and died in Dutch Guiana in 1688. Another German, Peter Heyerling, went to Egypt and Abyssinia and died a martyr's death in 1660. The leaders of the Pietistic movement were Philip Jacob Spener, 1635 to 1705, and August Hermann Francke, 1663 to 1727. The leaders of the Moravian Brethren were Count Zinzendorf, 1700 to 1760, and August Spangenberg, 1704 to 1792. Francke set up the first Christian university in Germany, not affiliated with the Roman Catholic Church or state Protestantism. He also founded an orphanage which raised up Bible-believing missionaries and evangelists in Halle near Leipzig. The Bohemian Brethren and the Moravian Brethren were trained by graduates of Francke's school. Spener was strongly influenced by Puritan writers from England, such as Richard Baxter, Calvin, and Dutch Pietists, who followed the teachings of Menno, the Mennonites, Simon. In 1670, he began holding Bible studies and prayer meetings in his home in Frankfurt, Germany. The result of these meetings was a national revival among German Christians with regard to soul winning, preaching, and an emphasis on being born again or born in the Spirit. You see John 3, 1 Peter 1:23. In 1694, the Elector of Brandenburg commissioned Christian Thomasius to set up a university. This school turned out thousands of missionaries in the next century. The Dutch Halle mission began in 1705, and Bartholomew Ziegenbalg went to India and left a complete translation of the Bible in Tamil, a native language. Friedrich Schwartz labored for 48 years in India. Now we're going to touch briefly about Baptists next time and go on from there. I hope that you will be studying world history, coming to your own conclusions, and looking for things that interest you. All right. Thank you very much for watching.